think, you know what, you can't, Mayweather's the best, you know, so they are like, you know what, it's a great opportunity for Conor, but I mean, Mayweather's discipline in boxing, strictly boxing, he's a master at it. And you got kind of a guy coming from the wading pool, jumping right into the ocean, not a swimming pool, the ocean, against one of the best fighters in boxing history. His name is in that line of some of the greatest fighters in history, so, you know, but anything can happen in a fight. I mean, maybe his awkward style makes him lively for a few rounds or whatever, but I don't see the fight going 12 rounds.
Being with MMA fighters, what we saw yesterday from Conor, something that you see often? Do you watch
the little irky-jerky stuff? Yeah.
Why do they do that?
You know what? I think they're trying to get distance and range, and a lot of times they run in, and a lot of times they're really square, and that's something I gotta correct over and over at the gym. Don't be so square. You know, I know you guys kick, but turn, move your shoulders when you get ready to kick. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, he's not afraid. So, but I just think once he starts feeling Mayweather shots and he can't land anything himself, then he'll get discouraged.
Andre Bruno was supposed to go spar him, but when he saw what they did to Paulie, if they did Paulie wrong, Bruno pulled out.
And I got a call to spar with him too.
No.
I
did
did
you
too.
do it?
Yeah. No, I said no.
Not enough money?
Well, we didn't even get to that, but
okay.
Just kind of the way how it was handled with Paulie. Plus, I hadn't been sparring or training really like that. Been helping more people.
Best time to get a former champion.
Yeah, no. So yeah, kid me and make me look bad because I'm not in condition. No way, I'm not doing that.
But you got the moves.
Yeah. So and people were like, "Oh, you would be able to handle that." And I'm like, "But I'm not. I haven't been sparring, you know." So.
Wow, they tried to convince you.
Yeah, oh yeah, you should do it. I'm like, no.
What if you went in there and knocked them out by mistake, on purpose?
Then hopefully I would get a big super fight. No.
Are you retired?
You know what? I haven't officially retired, but I'm kind of like more on the side of training, and then I got a small little promotion. Me and my girl started, so you know, we'll see. I mean, it could be possible that I can fight on some of my home shows, kind of see what happens after that. You know, I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm not banged up, bruised up, or anything like that. So we'll see.
Training footage?
Yeah, you know, I seen him shadow boxing and stuff. I haven't really seen too much of the sparring with the Paulie stuff. It was like irky jerky, so I couldn't really see anything. And then I seen the old sparring with the guy at Wildcard, but yeah, his sparring, he was doing some stuff, man. He was skipping and you know, shucking and jiving, I guess you want to call it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe he can make it work. I don't know. I don't see it because I think Floyd's seen everything. And Floyd, and you know, they talk about the weight. I've seen Floyd stop bigger guys. I've been knowing Floyd since we were teenagers. I've seen him stop bigger guys in the gym. He used to always box bigger guys because his dad wanted to make him tough, you know, so yeah, I don't think that's the problem.
What do you make of Floyd actually saying, hey, let's do it in 8-ounce gloves instead of 10-ounce gloves?
I think Floyd, that's tell me Floyd looking for a knockout. He want to knock him out. I think if Conor makes the distance, Floyd will feel a little bit, he'll be upset about it, I think. I think for his own, he has that championship, not only that championship ego, but that great. There's a championship guy where you won a championship, you got kind of this ego, but then to be a great fighter, you're like, you got to be kind of a self-centered, egotistical kind of a monster. Your personality is like, you know, I have to stop him. Regardless of whatever Floyd is saying, Floyd wants to knock him out. He wants to make him quit.
Is it a victory for Conor if he goes 12 rounds?
You know, I think it made a moral victory. I think if he can make it 12 rounds, he can say, listen, I've never had a fight in my life, and I went 12 rounds with one of the greatest boxers in history. So I think morally, it will be good for him. And it doesn't hurt Conor's career anyway if he decides to go back. I mean, 100 million, I probably wouldn't, but I mean, if he decides to go back to MMA, I mean, he already kind of won in a way. He won by marketing, financial-wise, being a prize fighter, what we call.
Because of it.
Does he? See, there you go. I mean, it's called prize fighting, so he has won one of the biggest prizes you can. Never having a professional boxing fight. So,
can you speak on what that's like to go like a full 12 rounds with just your hands? I mean, I know a lot of times they say the pressure, like there's no hiding.
I'll tell you this. I mean, like me, I've done some championship fights and stuff, and I was, you know, former champion. You guys know that anyway. But fighting Oscar De La Hoya, it was a totally different pressure it was a big event. You know, you got 30,000 people, Home Depot.
Yeah.
Now StubHub.
Yeah.
But it's a totally different pressure, man. You know, Jeff was with me, and we were in the back just like, all right, we just got to stay focused. It was a different feeling. And for him to go from MMA, now I can see if he'd done a fight like on ESPN or something, but to go from that to a main event on a pay-per-view, so, you know, I'm curious to see how he handles it. I mean, I think he lives for the big moment though, so it should be interesting. You know, I'm real curious. I'm ordering it, so I'm curious to see what happens.
If you had to predict how the fight's going to end, I mean, obviously you said it's not going 12, and I'm sure you're probably picking Floyd to win, but how do you think he's going to finish?
I would say it doesn't go past 3 or 4 rounds. I think Floyd's going to stop him with body shots, to be honest.
A lot of people are saying that.
And a lot of people keep saying, what about the kicks to the body? It's totally different when you got a guy sharp hitting you to. Even Chael Sonnen says something. He says he thinks Floyd's a bigger puncher than Conor, simply because he knows how to punch with those gloves. That's his discipline. So I agree with him.